I'm Trang and today I'm going to talk about technology addiction in adults. According to the CNN News, American adults devote 10 hours and 39 minutes per day on media during the first quarter of this year. It means that the average American spent nearly 45% a day on non-paper devices such as computers, smartphones, or video games. Technology addiction is a little noticed crisis for modern adults. In this presentation, I will show that many modern adults have an addiction to technology and this has become problematic. I will also show how it is a problem which can be overcome. So first, what is technology addiction? According to Larry Rosen, the author of I Disorder, Understanding Our Obsession with Technology, technology addiction is overusing the internet and other electronic devices. Users also suffer tolerance in health problems as well as time management problems. Not stop there. Without technology, some psychological symptoms might turn to physical symptoms. And now we know something briefly about technology addiction. We should move to how it reduces the working productivity. People tend to check their emails and social media more often than it is required. Email now is an unseparated part of modern people for sake of business, communication, or education. However, reading a high quantity of emails can lead to time-consuming and reducing work performance considerably. People overuse the proper reason to stay more on technology and they cannot focus on other work that should be finished, such as household chores or babysitting. Relying on the technology can affect to sleeping quality. Some research has shown that the green light from electronic devices can prevent our body to create melatonin at night. This is a substance that informs us to know that this is time to bed. And if our body cannot produce enough melatonin, it will lead to change the sleep time, which is the origin of insomnia. Christopher Banner, the chief researcher of University of Washington State, reveals that there is a connection between sleep and work performance. Sleeping not enough can influence on remembering data and suffering from other mental issues. So it means that smartphones and computers in specific, technology in general is one of the culprits that influence memorizing data. In retrospect, people tend to have greater memorizing ability because there was not this much technology at that day. However, nowadays all the information can be looked up on the internet and people rely on it too much so that they do not use their brain to memorize necessary things. Addition to technology impact not only to individual but also to their relationships with their children and who they love. It shows through having daily conversation. Parents can set bad examples for children and their behaviors by using technology. Nowadays, parents spend more time on electronic devices than instead of having fun with their children. Adults tend to use smartphones, tablets, even when their work time is finished. Some parents even use their phones while having dinner with their family. And the busy life makes parents have less time to share with their kids, and as a result, children use media to entertain more often. In reclaiming conversation, Sherry Turkle mentioned an example. Chelsea, a 15-year-old girl, asked her parent about a director of a movie, and immediately her parent looked it up on his phone and she cried because they haven't talked for days. The girl said that, "Hey daddy, stop googling. I just want to talk to you. I don't care what the right answer is." And how parents behave to their children and how parents behave affect how their children behave to others. Lisa Nevin, a behavioral pediatrician at the Valley Center in New Jersey, said that imitation is vital to the development of abilities ranging from social skills to having conversation. In Reclaiming Conversation, Jenny Radetsky said that family is where children learn to have conversation and to behave with others. She also did a survey and found out that the adults interacted with their children intermittently to focus on their devices, and that is why children become passive and detached or seek to attention by bad behaviors. Moving back to the example, when Chelsea was not at campus, she says that she treats her friends just as her father treated to her, by interrupting conversation, by to look things up on the internet, or just check her Facebook or Instagram account. And not having conversation with parents results in lacking conversational skill in children. According to Nicholas Carr, the writer of this shallow What the Internet is Doing to Our Brain, if children do not use brain to have conversation with attentive parents, they will fail to develop skills to have conversation, and he calls it the missing chip hypothesis. And because they a tendency is that there is no more conversation in meal, children and parents are isolated. When coming to personal matters, adolescents just asking help from media by testing instead of seeking their parents' attention wholesomely. Overall, adults addicting to technology leads to the isolation of members in the family. Children are badly affected by how parents using devices in front of them, and probably they would be a generation like their parents. So now we need to find a solution. I think that is really difficult to recover from technology addiction, because the usage of social media is changing our brain. According to William Dutton, the author of Society and the Internet, people consider the internet in general, the technology in general and the internet in specific as a crucial part, and let them penetrate in almost every aspect of daily life. People will find it difficult to live without smartphones or computers. So that's why we need to reset our brain to the previous state without technology. If we give ourselves a proper reason to stay away from technology, there are more chances to give up on it. Christina Kroc of Joy of Missing Out says that to stop going to the internet can create nervousness, because we are afraid of missing information from surroundings. But if we can do that, we can create more better habits, such as cooking, gardening, and this will help control the addiction. We can also reduce the time for technology by deleting some apps and tools that are invented to reach the internet. And for children, adults cannot prohibit them to contact with television or computers because the society requires this. In Handbook of Children and the Media, the American Academy of Pediatrics suggests that people in parental role should limit the time to access the technology from to 1 or 2 hours daily for children and adolescents. In addition, parents should also spend time with them and then discuss about the show. So, in brief, my speech today is to discuss mainly about why technology addiction is a tremendous problem, that it affects the working product efficiency, and set bad examples for younger generations, and how to overcome it or at least minimize its effects. Addicting to